Let's head into the kitchen now with Lucy from Greer's. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. She is not a robot. No, she is not a robot. She is a real human, and we are glad because she has a great recipe today. This is one of my favorite dips, appetizers, side dishes, whatever you want to call it, but you're calling it Mobile Caviar.
Well, that's where we are, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm going to call it.
Love
I know. Do y'all call it cowboy caviar at your house or
we
Texas?
call it Texas, yeah.
Texas.
But cowboy caviar, you know, once you see it, you know
Yeah,
what
once
it is.
you know what it is.
Yeah.
I just love that you are equally as supportive of me as my mother on like the smallest things that I do.
Yeah.
If you don't have a Chelsea or a Sally Greer, you really need one. She's like, you cut the corn off the cob?
If we can get a close-up
I
of
was like,
I don't know if we can.
I did.
So Lucy's mixing bowl over here, you can see like all the kernels sticking together, and I just really appreciate that because
I was like, I did.
I'm going for the 99-cent
and now
can
I feel
every time.
So like I can achieve anything because you're so supportive of me.
Well,
you can buy a can.
Yes.
You certainly can, but I did cut 3 ears of corn. I cut the kernels off the cob. That's what Chelsea's talking about. And then I did 3 jalapenos.
Okay.
I just took the seeds out of that and chopped that up. I did 1 orange bell pepper, and then I did half of a pineapple.
Wow, I haven't had the pineapple.
Yeah, the pineapple in here is really good, and it's about 1.5 cups. Just chop that up, you know, as small or as big as you like. So we're going to add that in here.
Yeah.
And then we also have, let's see, I did 4 Roma tomatoes.
Yes.
I just seeded those and chopped those up, and then I have half of a red onion or purple onion, and I chopped that up. And so, of course, already it's going to start to look so pretty. And then since we cut our corn off the cob,
we're stuck with some corn hair.
We're stuck with some corn hair, which is not fun.
I don't think that's the real word for it.
I don't know what it is. I was thinking, what is it?
Silk?
Silk.
Sick?
Silk.
Okay.
I think you're right. Yes.
It didn't come to me. It's our producer, Liz.
Oh.
She's speaking in my ear.
You didn't have to tell everybody that.
I know.
I was impressed.
I'll go with corn hair.
Corn hair, that's what we're gonna say. So that is all the veggies that we're gonna put in there. And then over the break, I'm going to drain and rinse off really well 2 cans of black-eyed peas and 2 cans of black beans. So we're gonna add that to it, and then we'll just throw in some seasonings. And of course, the longer it sits, the better it'll be. So it's great. You could go ahead and make it today if you have plans this weekend. It'll just keep getting better and better. Like you said, I have chips with it today, but it is great just as a side dish, or even I was thinking last night if you had some fresh fish and like pan-seared that and put it over the top, that would be really good. Or any meat, really.
Right.
So it would be something different to do with it.
This is delicious. So we will continue on with this, and next when you're in the kitchen with Joe, we're going to talk about Greer's and their latest ad that dropped today. But make sure you try it for this weekend. You may want to go ahead and make it for this weekend.
I think that'd be a good idea.
Maybe better. All right, we'll have more on Studio 10.
When you've got a dip, you've got to have the right chips. Lucy from Greer's certainly has accomplished that. Tell me about these chips, Lucy.
I have. Everyone is blown away by the chips. I love these chips. They're called tortillas. Of course, we sell them at the store right there with all the other chips. And I haven't had this one. I usually buy the ones that have the red band across the top, and they're just traditional chips. But these have a hint of seasoning on them.
It's amazing.
And they're really good. They have a, I think it was maybe a lime one. There were a couple other varieties, but they're great for dipping. They're a little bit sturdier, and yeah, sell them right there in the chip aisle. Who knew?
Serving size 9 chips. They need to triple that.
Nah.
27, because I usually have about 27 chips.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, what are we working on today?
Okay, to go with our chips, we are making our, I like what you've said, Mobile Caviar, and it can be mobile.
It can be mobile. You can put it in a Tupperware and take it to go.
So we have already started with all of our veggies in this bowl. We started with pineapple and orange bell pepper, some tomatoes, some jalapenos, let's see, red onion, and some fresh corn, or of course you could use canned corn or frozen. And over the break, I rinsed off 2 cans of black-eyed peas and 2 cans of black beans, drained those really well, rinsed them off. And now we are going to put in all of our seasonings.
So when would you usually serve this?
I like to serve it really any gathering. So of course football is up and running. It's great because it doesn't have to stay cold. It doesn't have to stay hot. So it's really great for a party. You could eat it with Fritos or chips or just as a side dish too. It would be great just to have out there. Of course, a lot of people when they're watching games like to do just hamburgers or hot dogs or something easy. And this is a great side dish just to throw out there too. And it's also really nice to have as a vegetarian option for anybody that doesn't care for meat. They could have this and they'll be filled up with the beans. So that's a good choice too.
But you mentioned you can add meat if you want to.
What I was thinking, and you would like this, is to put it on top of some fresh fish that you grill or pan sear,
that's a good idea.
Or even on top of grilled chicken. I think would be really good. Like slice that up and put this on top, and it would really be great to if you just got some steamed shrimp or if you boiled some shrimp to mix that in there. Would be good too.
What if you chopped up some Kaneka and put it in there?
That would really be good. That's a great idea.
And then you could call it Alabama caviar.
I like that.
Because you're incorporating stuff from the whole state.
I may do that. I like that idea.
You like that idea?
Yeah, I like that idea. That's really good. So now we're just going to put in some of our seasonings. I'm going to do half a teaspoon of pepper and half a teaspoon of ground cumin, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and then let's do our red wine vinegar first. I'm going to do 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar and 2 tablespoons of honey, and that's a 1/4 cup of olive oil. So I'll get to going on this.
Adding some flavor into all of this. If folks want to shop for the ingredients for all that, and of course visit their nearby Greers, tell us what Greers is going on lately. What month is it? September?
September. So what I was thinking yesterday, our big kids had open house at school already yesterday. And so of course we were visiting the classrooms, and I was just thinking, goodness, it takes so much to run these classrooms, and every school that I know of is always short on funds, and of course teachers are so generous, and I know that they do a lot out of their own pocket for the classrooms. And so September is of course the month that our Apples for the Students program kicks off, and it's our really community service outreach that reaches every community we serve. We have 29 stores, and it's our, I think, 15th year, and so most communities are familiar with it. But if you haven't heard of Apples for the Students, it's great because anybody can collect receipts from any Greers and turn them into any school. You don't even necessarily have to have any kind of affiliation with that school. Maybe you went there, maybe that's just closest to your house, and the schools collect those receipts, and then at the end of the year, we pay a portion of what's collected, and they can choose anything from art supplies to iPads, anything. And so as the year starts, just if you have it in your heart to collect receipts for schools, I know every school needs it.
All right, great stuff. What a great program there. We're going to continue to finish things off here with our Mobile Caviar. We'll check back in with Lucy in just a bit.
Welcome back to the kitchen with Lucy as Joe and I secretly devour all of these chips.
I'm glad I brought the whole bag.
They're so good. You can get them at Greer's. We're making a Mobile Caviar today, Lucy.
Yes, we just kind of took our basic cowboy or Texas caviar and put our little spin on it, which we started with fresh pineapple, and we added tomato and onion and some orange bell pepper, black-eyed peas, and black beans. Let's see what else. I did the zest and juice of 2 limes, and we put a little bit of salt and pepper and some cumin, a little bit of red wine vinegar and some honey. Yeah. And then, of course, you could certainly chop up a 1 bunch of cilantro or parsley if you wanted to add that in here. It would brighten up the color for sure. And now it's really best if you can let it refrigerate for really like 12 hours. I mean, overnight is the best, and if you can stir it every couple hours, I mean, that is ideal. But if not, you can certainly just eat it right now. But if you can let it marinate, it gets even better.
And it is good.
Let's see if we can stir it.
This is delicious. I haven't tried this with the pineapple, and I was a little hesitant at first, but while the goodness and flavor that it brings to the dish is amazing.
It really is great. I love the pineapple in here. It's such a pretty dish. And we're talking about, of course, you can eat it with chips or as a side dish, and just gets better and better in the fridge. You could put it down over, you know, some greens and put some shrimp with it. So it's really versatile, and it'll be, you know, everybody loves this stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too. We usually eat it like a dip. You said you could put it over some fish. You could put this over nachos, add a meat to it,
yeah,
and then
I like that.
bam, that's all you need. So
Kaneka, that's what, yep, Joe's idea.
Joe's idea. So there are lots of different avenues you could do with this, and all it does, it's affordable, it feeds a lot of people, and it just sits in the fridge. So like, what better, what better thing to make on a Sunday and have it throughout the week?
Absolutely.
Lots of good things. We want to talk about Greer's real quick before we go.
Okay, if you want to buy any of these ingredients
or these chips,
you don't want to go into the store, of course, you can download our free app. You just type in Greer's, and we're also on Instacart and Shipped if you want groceries delivered, or you can, you're here. I see you eyeing it here. She wants some. Okay, she wants some out of here.
I want to try the fresh one. This has been sitting, right?
Yeah, I made that one last night. And so this one, you know, it's still good, just fresh out of the bowl.
Right.
But like I said, you know, once it marinates, then it just gets more flavorful. So yeah, if you don't want to shop in store, you can shop online. Just pull up to the curb. We'll bring it out to you. And of course, our ads dropped today. So follow us on social. And Greer St. Louis Market has their own Instagram and Facebook page. And then of course, all the other Greers are lumped together. So you can follow us either way.
All fun, A+ recipe on Studio 10 from Lucy. She'll be back with us next week. Lucy, thank you.